Hello everybody, I'm Lisa Snyder. Welcome to the Bearfoot Baker's Beginner's Guide to Cookie Decorating. Today I'm going to show you how I make my sugar cookie recipe, and this is a great recipe. The cookies don't spread a lot when they're baked. I have several tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you. Also, salted or unsalted butter, which do you need to use? Well, we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about how I roll my cookie dough. I love these mats, and what I do is I roll the dough on the mat, place it in the freezer, and as you can see here, I can just peel the mat right off of the back. And that's great because once I'm ready to cut out my sugar cookie shapes, I can touch the dough and move the dough without, making the shape of the cookie odd or weird. When I do this little bear cutter, it stays just like a bear cutter no matter how much I handle it, as long as the dough is really cold. Also, we're going to talk about how many times can I re-roll my sugar cookie dough. I get asked this question a lot. I think anybody who's played around with sugar cookies at all knows the more you roll your dough, the more the cookies will spread when they're baked. Well, we're going to cover some tips and tricks on this and in the Beginner's Guide to Cookie Decorating. Another question that I get asked a lot is cream of tartar. What is it? I have a post on that. Also, a secret weapon to my royal icing recipe. And you don't have to have a stand mixer to make royal icing. You can use a handheld mixer and it turns out just fine. I used it for years and I'll share some of those tips and tricks with you. What about air bubbles? Oh no! We'll talk about that. How to thin my royal icing to a 15-second icing consistency. We've got you covered here. Bags, bottles, tipless bags. What do you use to decorate? Maybe a parchment cone. I don't know. I'll show you how to make those just in case. Another thing that I do, and I'll share with you, is lots of tips like this one. I decorate a heart-shaped cookie upside down because for me, it's easier when I outline to actually pull the icing from the tip of the heart down around the curve of the heart. Then I repeat on the other side. So all kinds of tips and tricks that I've learned through the years, I'll be happy to share with you. I'll even show you how to flatten your cookies when they're baked. Are your eggs good or bad? We're going to talk about baking sheets and how to dry your cookie cutters so they last forever. I'm even going to talk about what happens when I poke my finger into crusted royal icing. I'll show you how to fix it. I've got free templates for things like these eyes, and we're going to talk about stenciling cookies, and we could even decorate Santa in Melakaliki Maca clothes. Isn't that cute? I've got free templates for these gingerbread and these sleighs. I'll show you how to make them. We're going to talk about sprinkles. I'm even going to show you how to make your own DIY custom color sprinkles. You'll find so many amazing tips and tricks that I've learned, and I can't wait to share them all with you. See you at the Beginner's Guide to Cookie Decorating.